Here come your Proctor Rails. "30 seconds left in warm-ups. All right, everybody, 15 minutes on the clock. First period about to start. We've got Brecken between Ruxin and Will, Miles and Garrett at the points. Spear wins the opening draw. Dumped into the zone. Played back to the line by Garrett. Brecken forces it out. Spear, stretch pass into the zone. Possession in the corner. He'll walk right out front. Shot saved. Jace will hang on. 22 seconds into the period, we'll get a face-off to Jace's left. Brecken wins the draw for Miles. He rips this one off the far wall. Garrett battling on the half wall. It squirts to the middle ice. Spear from behind, up front. That squirts through everybody. They'll put it right back down into the corner. Brecken around the corner. Ruxin will pick it up on the half wall. Tries to feed ahead for Will. That's intercepted. Will able to take it back, though. Into the offensive zone. He'll dump it in behind the net. Rails looking for a line change. Spear up ice. Slow change for the Rails. Garrett thwarts that dump in attempt. Dumps it out of the zone. Spear will have it at their own blue line, D to D. They play catch. Start ahead. Offsides as they enter the zone. Declan's got Max and Griffin on his wings. Matt and Gray at the point for this draw. One back by Superior. D-to-D pass, played ahead, chipped into the zone. Matt takes that one away. He retreats, being chased. Stops in the corner, tips it up the wall for Max. Tips it ahead forward Declan. He's able to get out of the zone. And we're going to get a penalty slashing. That'll be Declan. Too many hacks. So on that one, Declan to the box. Minor penalty slashing. Rails to the penalty kill. Brecken and Max with Matt and Gray here on this penalty to start the penalty kill. Spear wins the draw back. Played to the point. Back down to the half wall. To the far point. D-to-D. He'll walk the line, sends this to the middle. Dumped down into the corner now. They play catch behind the net. Walks into the circle. A hard shot off the shoulder. Cleared to the wall. Played down. Matt's got it in the corner. He'll fire this one all the way down. That'll go for icing. 12:45 left in the first. On the icing call, we'll get a face-off to Jace's left. Line change for the Rails. Check that. Brecken stays on the ice to center Will and has Miles and Garrett now at the points. Spear wins the drawback. Shot in, tipped. That goes off the post. I think that hit base of the net. Spartans on the half wall. They'll dump it back to the corner. Hand it off in the corner. Behind the net. That rims around near side. Does get held in. Back to the half wall. Centered. Shot. Kick save. Rebound. Pushed wide of the net. Brecken stripping the puck in the corner. Spear in behind the net now. Played out front, that misses everybody out of the zone. Brecken at the end of a long shift. The clock isn't running. The clock never started. Oh, now the clock is off. That's a long penalty. That's not the score. Hold on, technical difficulties. I mean, I'll take it. It's a good score, 8-1 visitors. It's still zeros, yeah. I don't know, ask the official scorer sitting next to you. Come on, Emily. You got this handsome dude sitting next to you who has all the power. TV timeout. Well, we fixed the clock. Let's hear a word from our sponsors. So the clock never started. Now they can't get the clock to turn on and put the right time in. We're going to run without clock. I think they're going to just run it off their phones, so I can't give you time updates in the period. Technical support has arrived. We're going to play without it for the time being. Over to the wall. Garrett has possession. Chips this one up and out. Superior deflects into their own end. They'll retrieve. Put it up ahead. Garrett takes away just outside the blue line there. Curls, fires it back up for Tony. That skips past him. Spartans retreat to their own corner. Played up to the wall. Declan stripped of the puck on the half wall. Sent ahead. That pass just too far. Garrett rides that player close to the wall there, dumps him. Fends off another one in the corner, plays it ahead, held it. Oh, it tips out past the point. Superior plays it back out. That's going to go the length of the ice, icing the call. Some time left in the first period, circa 11 minutes. Rails get a face-off in the offensive zone. Superior wins the drawback. They retreat behind their net. Clearing attempt, knocked down by Will. He's got it on the half wall. Battles down into the corner, comes up the wall. Matt sends it back in behind the net. Ruxin tries to tip it around. Superior walks off the half wall with it, sends it far side. Gets it back. Sent up ahead, that hits the Superior player. He stripped of the puck as he exits. Will with the puck along the blue line. Keeps walking the blue line. He'll dump it to the far corner. Sent back to the half wall. Will has it there. Plays it to Matt. He fanned on a dump-in attempt. Superior takes it and comes back. Poke checked off of his stick outside the blue line. He'll recover and start right back in. Drop pass taken away by Brecken. Played ahead by Superior to the blue line. They'll just dump it into the zone. Matt stops, plays to the wall around 2. Will plays ahead for Brecken. Brecken and Ruxin starting ahead. Ruxin he'll dump it into the zone, look for a line change. Superior cycles in their own end, starts ahead. Plays back to their own zone. D to D. They're looking for a stretch pass, it looks like. They'll tip it ahead. Across the blue line, pass to the middle. Shot, glove. Oh, scores right over the glove. Superior takes the lead, 1-0 on that shot. Beats Jace high to the glove side. Puck loose in the circle. Superior play it near side. Into the zone, taken away by Declan. He'll dump it right back out again. Griffin puts some pressure on there. Superior able to get it up ahead. They're out of the zone. Rink wide pass misses the mark. Miles will be the first one on it in his own zone. Looks like the scoreboard is back up and running. 9:04 left in the first. Score is 1-0. Superior with possession at the point. They send it to the high slot. Down to the near circle. Sent back out front. Nobody there. Max will slap it down the rink. That goes all the way for icing. 8:45 left in the first. Defensive zone draw here for the Rails. Brecken back to Gray. Spear takes that one away. Centered, intercepted by Brecken in the slot. Plays it ahead. That was behind Tony. Superior. D to D in neutral zone. Into the zone down the far side. Matt will take that one away neatly. He starts ahead. Through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Backhand. Curls forehand. Stick save. Rebound. Pushed wide of the net. Tony there out front. Tony gets it back. Sends that through the crease. Dumped down by Superior. Brecken's back covering up for Matt on the rush. Sends it back ahead. They'll tip it into the zone all the way near side. Gray backhands this one ahead out of the zone. Superior takes it back. They're in. Around the circle on the far side. Matt takes that one away on the wall. We'll start ahead again. Up the middle. Into the zone. Taking off his stick there. He gets to the far wall. Comes away with it. Can't quite corral. From the corner, that's deflected off a stick. Foot race for the puck. Brecken the first one there. Dumps it on the near side wall. Spears centers. Brecken the first one on it. Sends it right back. Held in at the point. He gets it back at the point. Goes D to D. Down to the far circle. Centering attempt goes high. Almost touches the ceiling. Brecken will grab, drop, and send it out of the zone. Icing waved off. Superior forced to play this one. Rails changing behind the play. Poke checked away by Ruxin. Superior gets it back. Into the offensive zone they go. Walks down. Shot from the dot. That goes off the glove and wide. Superior has it at the far point now. Dump it attempt taken away by Will. One on Will with a couple of... He gets slashed. They got a delayed penalty. And as Superior controls it, 6:20 left in the first. They're going to go to the penalty box. Minor penalty will be slash to Superior's number 17. Rails to the power play. We've got Brecken centering Will and Miles. Brecken wins the draw back to Matt. He tries to get it over to Garrett, but fanned on the pass. Tipped ahead, breakaway for Superior on the shorthanded, and they score. Costly turnover at the blue line there, and Rails give up the shorthanded goal. Will's got the puck off the draw. Into the zone near side. Works on the wall, out to the middle. His shot goes wide of the net. He'll get it back on the half wall, plays back. Brecken has possession there. Superior player lost his stick in the fray. Puck still bouncing around. Will comes off the wall with it now. Centered, that deflected. Miles gets it back to Will. His shot, stick save, rebound cleared to the corner. Stretch pass, that's held in by Garrett. He walks into the slot, shot, gloved and held onto. 5:28 left in the first. 38 seconds left in the minor penalty, and we're going to get an offensive zone draw here for the Rails. Superior wins the draw. Played up the wall. Sent on net by Brecken. That's stick aside. Superior with it on the half wall now. Dumps it down. That's tipped into the zone onside. Centering attempts tipped away by Matt. Brecken will pick that one up. Top of the circle. Start ahead. Up for Ruxin. He makes one too many moves at the blue line. Miles drifts in off sides. 13 seconds still left in that minor penalty, and 5:03 left in the first. Bria chops this one into the zone. Tony will give chase. Spartans, D behind the net. Sent up to the half wall. Rink wide pass connects. Out of the zone near side. On the wall. Tries to backhand a pass to the middle. Declan will pick this one up. Start in behind his own net. Up the far wall. Bria chips it ahead. Held it at the blue line. Dumped right back into the corner. Matt sidesteps the player there. Loses possession though. Superior walks off the wall with it. Sent to the slot. Poke checked away before he get the shot off. Matt picks this one up. Starts ahead. Into the zone, down the side. Centers. Pops up. Shot by Declan is blocked into the corner. Declan taken down. Tony steps in and brings it out to the slot. Bria fans on a shot. Spear into the offensive zone on the far side. Matt loses his stick on the poke check. Tony able to get the puck out of the zone though. Ahead for Bria, but that's taken away just inside the line. Declan does hold the zone. Poke checked off his stick, back out. Sent ahead where Miles will take it. He sidesteps the player there. Sidesteps the second one. Into the offensive zone he goes. Poke checked as he crossed the blue line. Spear now down the far side wall into the zone. He'll pivot. Back to the point. Back down to the bottom of the circle. Centering attempt taken away by Garrett. He gets it back. Miles now on the far side. Ahead for Declan. That rolled off his heel. Spear back into their own zone to regroup. Saucer pass tipped ahead. Crew neutralized into the offensive zone, centered. Tried to fit him back. Declan able to get a stick on that one, send it right back out. Superior stretch pass, intercepted by Declan, poked off his stick. Back into the offensive zone comes Superior, down into the slot, around Garrett. Shot right into the breadbasket. 2:31 left for the first. Jace finds that one, no problem. Will comes away with the puck off the draw. Ahead for Brecken. He stops. Back check there. Takes the puck away. Will able to get it back. Shoves it into the zone, but that'll be returned by Superior. Will, good stick there. Gets it back into the zone. Up ahead. That hit a couple of Superior players, and they'll start back with the puck. Centering attempt does connect. He tries to step into the slot. Puck taken away. Played up to the line, but not out. Garrett meets the player in behind there. Centering attempt fanned on. Garrett now has. Sidesteps forechecker. Through neutral ice. Shot from the blue line. Sails over the net. Shot on net. Kick aside. That was Brecken. Superior possession in behind. They'll go rink wide out of the zone. Too far for that player. Miles plays it ahead. Brecken has it now. Head for Bria. She'll shoot this one. Stick the side. Played up to the half wall. Saucer pass. Rink wide. Miles tried to jump, keep it into the zone. That did come out. So offside's the call on the far side there. 1:05 left in the first. Declan wins the draw. Bria tips to Gray, who dumps it into the zone. Superior play catch behind the net. Played up the far side. Matt holds the point, dumps it right back into the corner. Spartans play it ahead. Gray does hold the point. It's got the wall. Got it on the wall. He's pushed hard into the wall from behind. And as Superior plays it, they're going to go to the box. Number 34. 40.1 left in the period. Rails back to the power play. Call is going to be cross-check. Minor penalty. Minute and a half on the board. Superior wins the draw. Chipped ahead. Matt holds the point. Back down to the circle. Puck bouncing around there. Will has. Plays back for Brecken. Gets back, gives it back to Will. Will hands off to Matt. He'll walk down the circle with it. Backhanded out front. That was too hot. Superior picks this one up. Tries to center. Gets the puck back. Through neutral ice. Into the zone. Offsides. 14.4 left in the first. And the neutral zone face-off here. Superior wins the draw. They'll dump it into the zone. Matt ahead off a stick. Will gets it. Sends it down the ice. Miles able to get it into the zone as the period expires. Nothing on the shot clock, so can't give you updates on saves and shots. There's 50 seconds left in the minor penalty, 5-0 seconds to start the second period. Rails will have that power play. All right, we'll switch sides. 15 minutes back on the clock. Second period about to start. The number one power play unit back out. We've got Brecken centering Will and Miles. Matt and Garrett at the points. Spear wins the draw. Dumps it into the zone. Couple of sticks collide. Puck squirts into the bench. So we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails, even though the puck never made it into the zone. Brecken wins the draw to the corner. Garrett has it there. Rims it around. Will picks it up on the half wall. Saucer pass all the way across. Miles couldn't corral. Superior back into the zone. In behind the net. Drop pass. They'll cycle around. Sent out into the high slot. Miles able to pick that up out of the zone. Back pressure there takes the puck away. Superior right back down into the zone. Down to the slot. Hard shot. Off the glove and wide. Superior tries to center. That comes all the way down. Spartans starting out of their own end. Down into the offensive zone with speed. Superior walks off the wall with it. Will now takes it away. Penalty is over. Both teams full strength. Will plays back to Matt in the corner. He'll take it behind the net. Start out from there. Stretch pass was behind Miles, so that'll go for icing. 13:33 left in the second. Defensive zone face-off on the icing call. Declan centering Griffin and Ruxin. Spear wins that draw. Backhand shot off the pad and in. Spear extends their lead to 3-0. Declan with possession off the draw. Got a tip back from Ruxin. He'll dump it into the far corner. Stops there, surveys. Centers. Ruxin was tied up out front. Spear up the wall. Matt does hold the blue line. Sends it back in. Takes a check from Griffin. Spear from the far wall. Sidesteps Declan, and they'll be up out of the zone. Stops on the half wall. Walks into the circle. Puck bouncing around in the slot now. Gray plays it up the wall. That's taken away. Tip back to the point. Not corralled and out. Spear will have to regroup in their own end. D-to-D pass. Griffin with pressure. Ruxin able to take that one away. He drops it on the half wall. Superior steps into it and is right back out of the zone. Spartans into the zone. They go rink wide. That'll bounce off the far wall. Possession down into the corner. Back up to the point. Sent down into the slot. Shot in on net. Chase able to smother. Brecken wins that draw over to Garrett. He'll pivot in the corner. He's got a player draped all over him. Plays near side for Miles. Sent ahead off the half wall there. Superior regroups on their own end. Stretch pass rink wide into the zone. They'll dump it. Garrett plays to Brecken in the corner. Brecken goes rink wide for Bria. Into the offensive zone. Puck rolled off the end of her stick. Superior picks it up, starts right back. Down the wall. Shot from the bottom of the circle. Rebound, scores. And 11:21 left in the second period. Superior has extended the lead to 4-0. Superior will chip it into the zone. Miles over to Garrett. He's stripped of the puck. Centered. Comes all the way through. Max will pick it up in the circle. Miles picks up the loose puck at the blue line. Into the offensive zone. Comes back near side. All the way down to the corner now with it. That'll go behind the net. Pressure there from Griffin. He's able to kick that one aside. Declan plays it to himself off the wall. Sidesteps the player there. He's in behind. Declan gets it back. Shot from a sharp angle. Stick save and smothered. Rails get a draw to the left side of the Spartan goaltender here. Declan centering Griffin and Max. Declan has the puck, sends to Max. Backhand shot, stick save. Puck pushed into the corner. Declan has it back. Spear off the half wall with it. Long pass puts him into the zone. Tries to cut to the middle. Gray comes over, slaps that one into the wall. Declan will play it ahead for Max. Out of the zone they go. Max has. Over for Griffin, who tips it into the zone. Superior has it right away, and 1-2 passes that are into the offensive zone. Puck in behind the net. Squished to the far wall. Tip to the point. Shot from there on net. Stick save. Jace covers up. 9:44 remains in this second period here. Face off to his right. Rux jumps on the puck right out of the circle. Kopchak off his stick right at the blue line. Speared on the far wall. Sauces one into the near side corner. Matt protects in the corner. Puck squirts in behind the net. He'll pick it up there. Backhanded ahead. Ruxin able to chip it past the defender. He's taken down. Will has it now in behind the net. Surveys. Will walks into the circle, drops for Brecken. Sharp angle shot comes all the way to the near side. Matt jumps up from the blue line, pushes it in behind the net. Brecken back to the circle. That's intercepted though. Stretch pass far side. Garrett right off the bench, able to bump into that player, take it away. Garrett drops for, or Will drops for Garrett. That puck comes out of the zone, and as they come back in, they hadn't touched up yet, so offsides is called. .841 remains in the second. Face-off comes just outside the rail's end. Brecken wins the draw back for Garrett. plays it ahead. That went through Rux's skates. Superior takes it and dumps it right into the corner. Miles sidesteps one. He's taken out by the next one. They're going to call tripping on that play. I don't know if I agree, but either way, that's a gift of a penalty for the Rails. Number 7 for Superior to the box for tripping. Miles tripped himself. Power play for the Rails, 8:24 left in the second. Brecken with Will and Miles. Garrett and Matt at the points. Spear wins the draw. Garrett tries to poke check that one away. Spear out of the zone with speed. Down the far side. Matt able to kick that to the wall. Backhands it ahead for Brecken. That's taken away. Will picks that one up. Sends it ahead. Miles on a different page than Will. Goes right past him there. Superior puts it right back into the zone. Matt off the wall. Ahead out of the zone. Superior will control in their own end. They'll retreat behind their own net. Played off the near side wall. Miles has it there. Centers. Shot missed the net. Brecken trying to play it on the half wall there. Battles back into the corner with it. Sends it out front. Taken away. Superior starts out of the circle with it. Down into the offensive zone comes the Spartans. Centering pass goes all the way to the far wall. Garrett stops with it in the corner. Rims it around from your side. Miles will play it there. Gets it out of the zone, but Superior takes it away. Centers it right back through the circle. Garrett sends it ahead. Tipped, but Declan able to skate into that. Into the zone near side, bottom of the circle, shoots. That goes through the crease. Garrett from the half wall. He centers, that comes all the way through. Matt hustles over, can't hold the zone though. Both teams full strength. Matt plays it ahead. Roxon will dump this one ahead. That goes all the way down for icing. 6:34 left in the second period, and on the icing call, defensive zone face-off to Jace's left. Declan gets it to Matt on the draw. Chips this up the wall for Griffin. Griffin rink wide. Poke check from the Spartans. Sends them back the other direction. Into the zone on sides. Down into the circle. Poke to the corner. Spartans back to the point. We'll dump it back into the far corner. Played up the wall. Rux had it for a moment. Defender pinched. Ruck's able to take him out. Declan into the zone, 2-on-1. Poke checked off his stick. Stretch pass. Superior's into the offensive zone. Forced to the corner by Gray. Gray up the wall. That'll get to Griffin. Pushes it ahead. That's behind Ruxin. He'll tip it into the zone, look for a change. Spear plays it near side corner. Flipped ahead, intercepted by Tony, fresh off the bench. Holds it in the blue line. Ahead for Declan. Declan centers, shot, kick save. That was Garrett charging in from the point. Puck still loose in the slot. Superior able to clear. Up out of the zone now. Poke check before they can get into the zone. They'll have to reset. Down into the circle. Poke to the slot. Garrett now has. Fans on a clearing attempt. Superior shot. That goes wide. Matt in the corner plays it ahead for Tony, who tips it middle for Declan. That was too far. Superior plays it right back. Declan gets it back off a bounce. Fans on the shot in the slot. Superior clears that one off the wall and out. And that'll be icing with 4:39 left in the second period. Draw one back. Bria plays for Garrett. The points. Shot on net, gloved, and held on to. We'll reset, do it again. Brecken for Tony. Back to Garrett. Shot out front. Puck underneath the goaltender. Able to find it there. I think that was a shot from Brecken in close. Bria chips this back to Garrett. He'll fire another one from the point. That hits body out front. Played around the wall near side. Bria will be the first one there. She's bumped as she plays it to the circle. Spartans intercept. They'll start up near side. Lead pass just a bit too far. Icing waved off. They cross the line. Miles pinned against the wall. Brecken helping him out. Superior walks away with it. Tries to wrap around. That pushes all the way to the near side wall. Played back to the point. Down to the half wall. Brecken plays it up, but it's held in by the Spartans. Garrett will pick this one up behind the net. Off the far side wall, out of the zone. That's going to make it for, that's going to say no icing. So Superior plays it up around the wall. Brecken the first one on it there. Plays it ahead. Spartans play it to the far wall. Garrett tries a shot from the half wall. It's intercepted. Back pressure there. Superior able to get it out of the zone though. They'll start up the far wall into the offensive zone. Dropped back into the corner. He overskated. Tony picks this one up. Ahead for Brecken, who's able to tip it out. Superior, D to D. Back into the offensive zone there. Comes to the slot. Hard shot. Beats Jace over the blocker side. Scores 5-0 with 2:49 left in the second. Declan able to get into the offensive zone with a toe drag. Through the skates there. Puck squirts to the slot. Superior the only ones on it. They start ahead. They'll dump it into the corner. Matt battling in behind the net. Superior will take that away. He gets it back. He'll start ahead. Up ahead for Max, but that gets through him. Superior plays ahead, taken away by Declan. He's into the zone. Nobody ahead of him. Tucks that one near side. Forehand inside the post, and the Rails are on the board. Declan unassisted. Spear into the zone off the draw. Down the near side circle. Round behind the net. Back into the far circle. Puck squirts to the near side wall. He gets it back. Played back to the point, but that's intercepted by Max. Tip for Declan. He runs into a couple of players there. Puck comes right back out of the zone far side. Spartans will dump it into the corner. Centered, intercepted by Matt. He picks this one up, starts ahead. Couldn't quite corral it. Superior plays it back. Battle along the wall on the far side. Superior into the zone. Tipped away by Gray. Declan picks this one up, curls in the corner, fires it off the near side corner. Max unable to push it out of the zone. Spartans with possession. Centering attempt knocked down by Declan. Way back to the point, held in there. They'll go D to D. Shot from the top of the circle, gloved and held onto. 56 seconds left in this second period, and a defensive zone draw for the Rails. Brecken wins this back to Garrett. Played hard off the wall. Spartans hold. We'll dump it to the corner. Sent off the Jace from behind the net. Brecken now with it. Plays it ahead. Will couldn't corral to get it out of the zone. Miles tries now. That goes off of Will's skate. Stays in the zone. Sent to the slot. Garrett takes that away. 30 seconds left. He's started ahead. Into the zone near side. Fires the shot from the top of the circle. Gloved and held on to. 22.9 left in the second. Brecken back to Miles at the point. Hands off to Will. Back to Brecken in the slot. Tries to sidestep there. Puck stripped off his stick. Garrett steps up. Forces it to the far wall. 10 seconds left. Garrett has it again. Sends this one towards the net. Stick saved and covered. Brecken was lurking on the doorstep looking for a rebound. 5 seconds left in the period. Jock switch to the middle. Will shoots a shot. Pad save and cleared. That ends the second period. Rails trailing by a score of 5-1 after 2. We'll take a brief intermission and come back to the third period. Brecken wins the draw. Rocks tips back to Brecken. Gray has it, plays it up the wall. It's taken away. Squirts to the middle. Superior will start in on the far side. Down to the corner there. Superior comes away with it. Matt plays it around the wall. Will has. Plays it back for Matt. Matt tries to play it up the wall. That hits a body. Superior comes away with it into the circle. Will able to tip it for Brecken. Taken away from him at the blue line. Tipped ahead off of skate. And Superior sends it ahead. Matt has it along the half wall, fires it off the wall, gets right back to Superior, nobody there. Centered, good play by Gray, knocks the puck away. Matt sweeps to the corner. Matt tries to clear, this gets up to the point, held in. Poke check from Gray, pushes it out of the zone. Ruxin racing ahead, tries to center, does get to Will. Spartans tip back far side, Will dump to the corner. Sent ahead, Superior exits zone with speed down the far wall. They'll lock this one high into the corner, look for a line change. Bria has it there, plays it around the wall. Matt has. Stops on the end wall, fires it off the side wall, held in at the point. Back down to the half. Back to the point. Down the wall again. Centered, that goes all the way through. Spartans have it at the blue line. Held in. Slide down to the slot. Garrett picks this one up. He starts ahead. Backhander up to Declan. Splits the D. Draped all over him. Puck into the corner. Declan has it back there. He gets high sticks. And as Superior collects the puck, they're going to go to the box. Number 28 for Superior, minor penalty for high sticking. Rails back to the power play. Let's see if they can capitalize this time. 12:35 left in the third. Brecken sweeps to the wall. Matt has it there. Backhands this one to the slot. That's taken away. Icing waved off. Garrett forced to play it. Sends this one up the near side wall. That was too hot for Miles, and that will be icing. So 12:16 left in the third period. 1:11 left in that minor penalty, and the Rails will be starting from their own end. Superior wins the draw back to the point. Garrett now has in the corner. Gets around him. Matt battling in behind the net. Superior comes away with it. Up the near side wall. Centered to the high slot. Shot from there. Ramps off a stick wide of the net. Spartans on the penalty kill, controlling the zone. Try to send it low. Will picks this one up. Starts out of the zone with it. Into the zone. Far circle. Stops on the half wall. Back to Matt. He goes over to Brecken. Shot from there. Blockered into the corner. Will knocks down. Played off the near side wall. Garrett has it there. Sends it back in behind the net. Will plays back to the point for Garrett. Garrett over to Brecken at the top of the circle. He'll fire a shot. That hits a mask out front. Spear off the far glass. Matt intercepts at center ice. Both teams back to full strength. Garrett into the zone. Around behind. Tries to feed the point. That hit a shin pad. Spear to the near side wall. Spear, stretch pass, intercepted. Garrett fumbled the pass there. Down into the zone. Matt able to knock down off this stick. Has possession in the corner, plays ahead. Given away. Centered to the slot. That goes off a boot. Spear back down to the half wall with it. Plays it up to the point. Pass across the blue line, intercepted by Brecken. He's out of the zone. Plays it ahead for Ruxin. Tipped into the zone. Spear, the long pass near side into the zone with speed. Shot blocked aside by Garrett. Max has it on the wall, tips ahead for Gray. He's out of zone with speed. Rink wide pass hits Griffin. He tips for Declan. Sent to the near side corner. Griffin plays it back to the point. Gray has it there. He lofts this one high back into the corner. Spartans will start out from behind the net. Up the far side wall, pivots. Tries to dump it in. That goes off a shin pad. Near side, poke checked away by Griff. D to D inside the zone. Pass all the way through the slot. Back down to the goal line. Sent out front. Shot on that tip pass to the far circle. Scores. 8:58 left in the third period. Score now 6-1 Superior. Declan gets to the Max. Declan has the puck back at the blue line. Max takes a shot, stick save right into the glove. 8:45 left in the third. He'll hang on. We're going to face off to the Spartan goaltender's right. Superior around behind. Played off the wall. Garrett jumps up from the point. Gets the puck back on a tip. Tries to walk into the circle. Bria pushes this one forward. She gets it back. Backhander. That's wide of the net. Tony tried to center. Stripped of the puck. Spartans down the far wall. Taken away by Brecken. He's hauled down at the end. Delay or icing is the indication here. Waved off. Spartans up the near side wall, tipped ahead. Miles will pick this one up in the neutral zone. Backhands ahead for Garrett. Spear into the offensive zone down the middle. Jace plays to the near corner. Tony picks this one up. Ahead for Declan. Dumps the puck into the near side corner. Backhand centering pass. Skips off of Tony's stick. Bria still battling for it in the slot there. Puck still bouncing around. Bria able to get it back. Off a couple of skates. The Spartans will circle and send it rink wide. Miles, the first one there. Into the zone. Runs into a player as he tries to zigzag. Spartans tip to the middle. Into the zone. Walks into the circle. Toe drag taken away by Will. Nice little poke check there. Will starts ahead. Plays ahead for Declan. Declan into the zone. Walks the blue line. Down into the far corner. Centers off a skate. Spartans lose the puck outside the blue line. Ruxin taken down. Spartans into the zone. 2-on-1. Sent to the slot. Shot. Scored. Seven to 1, 6:45 left in the third period. Spartans will dump it into the zone. Gray has it there. Up ahead for Rux. He tipped in behind Declan, or Brecken. Superior has possession again. Stretch pass to the near side. Fumbled there. Ruxin gets the puck, dumps it ahead. Spear sidesteps Will into the offensive zone to the far side. Center, that goes off a stick in behind. Played down in behind. Down behind the net, sent out front. Will gets that on the intercept. Plays it ahead for Ruxin. Dump back out of the zone. Superior starts ahead with speed. Down the near side wall, into the circle, down to the slot. Pushed into the corner. Spartans, center. Matt will take that one in behind the net. Stops there. Ahead for Will. Out of the zone. 3-on-3 as they cross center ice. Good back pressure there from the Spartans. Able to get it ahead for Brecken. Into the offensive zone he goes. Shot from the dot. Stick saved and smothered. 5:19 and counting left in the third period. We are in running time. Speared on the far wall. They got possession in the near side corner. Griffin comes over to help out. Sent up the half wall. Garrett gets it back. Starts out of the zone. Spear has possession in their own end. Sent ahead. Garrett intercepts. Down the wall. All the way to the corner. Behind the net. Still has it on the half wall. Poke checked off his stick there. Spear able to clear. Declan comes over to help out. Garrett with back pressure there. Gets it over to Max, and they're back out of the zone. Max pushes it to the near side corner. Centering attempt off a stick. Garrett steps up from the point. Can't hold the zone. Puck dumped all the way down. And that makes it for icing. .338 left in the third. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Spartan goaltender. Garrett off the draw, shoots that one. That was going wide, sticking to the behind the net. Max has it there. Sends it to the middle. Griffin off the heel of his stick. Superior collects. Starts ahead. Poke check there from Declan. Spear dumps it down. Garrett has off the wall. Garrett gets it back inside the zone. Backhand ahead for Griffin into the offensive zone. Poke checked off his stick to the corner. He'll chase for it. Up the wall for Declan. Declan tries to hand back to Garrett at the point, but he had slid to the middle. So he's going to come all the way back to play it. Spear hustling ahead. Garrett played to Miles in behind the net. Played up ahead for Griffin. He centers right back to Superior. Shot in on net. Blocker to side. Puck loose. Declan will pick this one up. Start ahead on the near side wall. To the middle he goes. Max lost an edge as he tried to play that puck. Superior 3-on-2 as they cross the blue line. Down to the near side circle. Shot fired wide. Max hustling back. Gets it on the half wall there. Able to shovel it out of the zone. 2 minutes left in the game. Superior plays it near side. Tipped into the zone in the middle. Poke checked away by Bria. She'll start this one ahead. Tipped ahead. Clearing attempt. Knocked back down. Tony has it into the zone. Puck across the blue line. Will end up on the far wall. Spartans circle behind their own net. Played to the near side wall. Up out of the zone with speed. Into the offensive zone. Shot. Gloved. Held onto. 126 and counting. Spartans with possession off the draw. Around behind the net. Sent out to the circle. Shot. Knocked aside. Sent back out front. Puck still bouncing around in the slot. Brecken able to get it up, and he's out of the zone with it. Into the offensive zone. Hook from behind. No call. And they do call it, but clock will stop for the penalty. 45.8 seconds left in the third. Number 11 going to the box for a hook. Rails to the power play. Ruxin centering Declan and Griffin. Griffin storms in late, picks up that puck on the half wall. Ruxin pins his man to the wall there in the corner. 4-man scrum. Puck squirts behind the net. Declan with it there. Tries to center. That goes off a stick. Ruxin tips back to the corner. Declan centers. Griffin steps ahead. Gets it to Rox. Fires that one wide of the net. Declan with possession in the far corner. 14 seconds left in the period. Declan versus three superior players. They're just going to hold the puck along the wall. And that'll end the game. Final score is 7-1. Rails will be back in action Saturday morning at 8 a.m. We'll be traveling to Rice Lake for the final tournament of the year. Opponent there is going to be Menominee. So we will see you then.